Hi, hello, welcome to the session. Today's class we are going to see about the chapter microorganism, friend and foe. So microorganism, friend and foe. So it comes under the chapter 2 in 8th standard. So before starting, let's have an overview about this lesson. So what is the friend microorganism? Friend microorganism. So, friend microorganism is nothing but the useful microorganism which helps in day-to-day life. Okay. So, as well, the foe. So, foe microorganism is nothing but the harmful microorganism. So, which might cause the, like diseases. Which might cause diseases. Okay. So today's topic, so what is the topic is medicinal use. Medicinal use of microorganism. Medicinal use of microorganism. So students, before entering into the topic, let's have a recap of this lesson, like introductory part. Okay, so students, just tell me what is microorganism? What is microorganism now? Yes, microorganism is nothing but the micro, which is very, very small in nature that we could not see by our naked eye, right? Yeah, we could not see that. So this microorganism comprised of, like types of microorganism falls under the bacteria, viruses, fungi, etc. Okay, fine. So students, just think you have a bread, okay, which is undisturbed for several days. You could find some whitish grayish layer, right? You can find some whitish grayish layer over it. So that made that bread to spoil. So that means nothing but there is a fungus development over there. Fungus development will be there. Yes. So from that to day life, we are using that microorganism in both the way. It is being useful also and it is being harmful also. So in this total chapter, microorganism, friend and foe, what we will be learning is all about the thing like microorganism which is helping us though, which is causing like pathogen to us also. Fine. Okay. So without any further delay, like let's start to the topic, which is nothing but the medicinal, okay, medicinal use of microorganism. Medicinal use of microorganism. Yes. So students, first, just sit and think. If you are fall sick, okay, you might have like just think that you are having some fever or else like cough like that. Okay, what will be happening? Like you will be taken to a hospital. For what? To visit with the doctors, right? In order to cure that, you have to meet up with the hospital where you have to see the doctors. They will be prescribing some medicines in the form of pills or like injections, right? Yeah. So it might be in the form of pills or else the injections. So what is the purpose of giving these pills and injection? Why we are going to hospital? Why we are going to see a doctor? Why they were giving a medicine in the form of pills and injection? Why? So these are the things which might cause because of some what? Food. Food is what? Nothing but the harmful microorganism, right? So what will happen is this harmful microorganism, let's think that, like for cough, it is happening with the virus. Yes. So it is the cough is like the cough is being like caused by our body with the help of a virus. So why we are taking these pills or injection is here the role of friend microorganism. Microorganism. Yes. So what happening? So see, these are the thing which is also caused by the microorganism, which is four. We are visiting hospital, even we are seeing a doctors where they were giving a medicine and pills injection with the help of friend microorganism, like here also some fungi and bacteria is helping over here. So this is called as antibiotics. Antibiotics. So this antibiotic is a thing which is developed by a fungi or a bacteria, that is a kind of a friend microorganism. So now we have seen how and who is giving that kind of pills and injections. Okay. So with the kind of help of a friend microorganism, that is fungi and bacteria, there is a kind of antibiotics. So now my question is role of antibiotics. What is the role of antibiotics? Yes, students, answer me. What is role of antibiotics? So antibiotics is nothing but what is the nature of that antibiotic is it will kill or prevent the furthermore disease causing agents. Okay, it might be bacteria or else fungi or else fungi or else like viruses. Okay. So see here, it might be, so to talk about the role of antibiotics, it is nothing but it will kill or prevent the furthermore disease causing agents. Okay, that is like might be a bacteria or fungi, viruses, etc. So kill means what will happen? It will kill the bacteria which is already developed. Okay. So prevent in the sense it will prevent in order to like cut down the furthermore development of the pathogens. Fine. So how we have derived the term antibiotics actually? How it is derived? How we got antibiotics. So to talk about this, we have to know about a scientist. Who is that scientist? Da? Any idea? Any clue about that? Any clue? Just think. Antibiotics. So antibiotics is nothing but you have to remember a scientist who is Alexander Fleming. Yes, Alexander Fleming. So let's know more about the Alexander Fleming now. So around in the year of 1929. Okay, in which year? Around 1929. So what he was doing is he was observing a culture, okay, which is causing development of disease. Okay, he was conducting some culture. He was doing some experiment in order to find out the microorganism which is causing a disease. So at the time he was noticing that there is some development of disease. Okay, he was finding that there is some development of disease. Okay, development of disease. Meanwhile, he is finding some mold. Okay, so after this mold formation, what happening is, so already we have seen that there is a development of disease. Okay, so there is a development of bacteria. Okay, let's consider that as a bacteria. So what is happening after the mold formation? There is no furthermore. It is very important. Note it down. There is no furthermore development. development of the bacteria. And even, so let's take this as a prevention, right? Yeah, we can take that this as a prevention. And even what is happening is already developed bacteria is killing. So what it is happening, so there is a medium where already the culture is developed, so there is a living bacteria, so there is a bacteria which is already developed. But after the mold formation, he was concluding that there is no further more development of that bacteria, and even that bacteria is killing the already, like this mold is killing already the developed bacteria. So what he is concluding is that there is a development of antibiotic. So where he is considering that penicillium. So the first discovered antibiotic is penicillium. Okay. So from where it is developed is penicillium notatum. What is that? Penicillium notatum. So this is a kind of a fungi where it helps the prevention and even killing the bacteria which is already developed. Killing the bacteria which is already developed. Okay, so now let's recap something about the antibiotics. Okay, so antibiotic is nothing but we have seen that if we fall sick, of course, we will get some fever or cough. So at the time, we will be visiting hospital. Yes, hospital we will be visiting, and then doctors will be there. They will be giving some medicines, okay, in the form of pills or injections. So here we have concluded two types of microorganisms. So the for like if you consider that as a cough, we will get it from the four harmful microorganism. Okay, and even for that medicine pills and injection we are using the friend microorganism. So what is the role of the friend microorganism is it might be in the form of fungi and bacteria. We are considering that as an antibiotics. So what is the role of it? It will kill or prevent furthermore development of the disease causing agents like fungi, bacteria, etc. So, by studying this, we come to know about the antibiotics, which is nothing but it is discovered by the Alexander Fleming in the year of 1929. Okay, so while a culture development of the disease causing agent, so he was doing some experiment using disease causing development of a disease by a bacteria. So what he is doing is he was finding that there is a development of disease that too with the bacteria. After a few time, he was noticing that there is a mold formation over that. So after the mold formation over here, there is no further more development of that bacteria, and even it is killing the bacteria which is already developed also. So he is concluding that this is antibiotics. That means the penicillium, the first discovered. So it is very important. It is the first discovered antibiotics. Okay, that is the penicillium, and it is it is this like where we get it from is from penicillium notatum. It is a kind of a fungi, so it helps where it helps in preventing as well the killing the bacteria which is already developed. Fine. Yes. Okay, so now we have seen this. So now let's move like where these antibiotics are using and how we are using that antibiotics. Okay, so now what we are going to see is to whom and all this antibiotic is using. To whom and all antibiotics are using. Of course, for human, even the livestock. Okay, like cattle's. Even for plants also, we are using this antibiotics in order to prevent the furthermore development of the bacteria. Okay, fine. So it is very important how to use that antibiotics, how to use and when to use. Okay. So under the under the prescribed medicine. Under the prescribed medicine, surveillance with the doctor only, we should take this antibiotics. Okay, it is very important to know why, because if you are taking that too, like if they have given that we should take 3 times in a, like 3 times in a day, we have to take that 3 times in a day, not more than that. Okay, not more than that, not below that also. Why? Because if we were taking more than that, or if we are using that antibiotics without the, like without the cause of any disease, more than that, if we are taking, what will happen? It will start to destroy the useful. It is very important. It will start to destroy the useful microorganism. That means the bacteria. So it should not happen, right? Yes. So now we are going to see some kind of example of antibiotics. We have already seen about the penicillium. So the most commonly used is streptomycin. Okay. Tetracycline. Then erythromycin. So these are the kind of example where it is doing a property of antibiotics, which is killing or else it is preventing. Okay, killing or preventing the furthermore disease causing agents. Yes, this is causing agents. So students, without, like it is very important to know how to use and when to use under the prescribed medicines, under the surveillance of the, with the, doctor's prescription only, we should take the antibiotics. That too not more than the time what they were telling. Okay, if we were taking without any reason, it will make, like destroy the bacteria which is needed for our body. That means it comes under the friend microorganism. It will destroy that also. Okay. So and some kind of example we have seen like streptomycin, tetracycline, erythromycin. All those are like kind of a like example of antibiotics which helps in killing or preventing a disease which causing the disease causing bacteria. Okay, fine. So now we have concluded about the antibiotics. So now let's move to the next topic. So next what we are going to see is about the thing vaccine. So students, you all know what is vaccine, right? What is vaccine? So you all know that at the time of invading, okay, at the time of foreign agents like pathogen entering into the body, okay, it is entering into our body. What will happen? What will happen? See, if there is any foreign pathogen which is, entering into our body, what will happen is our body will create some antibodies. Yeah, it will create some antibodies. Why? Because this antibody will it will protest against, okay, protect against, fight against, the foreign pathogen which is entered to our body. Okay, so the thing is like whenever we are falling sick, there might be entry of some microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, like viruses, etc. So that we altogether consider that as a foreign agent pathogen. So whenever it is entering into our body, what will happen? Our body will produce some kind of antibodies. So what is the role of that antibodies? That antibodies will fight against this foreign pathogen in order to kill or prevent the furthermore development in the form of what? Antibodies. The form of what? Antibodies. Okay. From the childhood, just think why children's or infants are taking this vaccines. Why? Yes. So what will happen is, so the body will come to know how to fight against the diseases which entered into our body. Okay. So these antibodies will be remain in our body so that whenever we are again getting that foreign agent pathogen to enter into our body, again the antibodies which is already developed will start to fight. Okay. So there are diseases like hepatitis. There are diseases like hepatitis, like polio, even cholera, okay, DPT, okay. So these are the kind of a disease from our childhood. We used to take vaccines in the form of polio or like, kind of a thing like vaccine injections. We might take that. Why? Because in order to prevent this disease in our lifetime. So again, it will not come under our lifetime so that we like in the time of our, like childhood or like in the kind of infant. So that time itself, we were used to take some vaccine which helps to prevent the foreign pathogen in the form. What it will be happening, it will be providing with the antibodies in order to prevent against that foreign pathogen which is going to enter into our body or which is already entered into our body. So that might be in the living state or else the living state or else the in the dead form. So just think about the thing like which is the recent vaccine we have all taken. Which is the recent vaccine? So recent vaccine is corona, right? Corona vaccine. So what is the cause? I mean, like what? Why we have take that corona vaccine in order to prevent corona, right? In order to prevent corona. So by taking this vaccine, what happens actually with our body? So what will happen if the coronavirus is attacking us? In order to prevent that, it develop an antibody. Okay, it is a ready-made antibody which is developed. Okay, so in furthermore classes, you will be learning more about the like kind of immunity, what type of immunity, how we were preparing the vaccines, all those stuff. So see here, this is the antibody which helps in preventing the corona by like how it is like how it is preventing by using the vaccine which is like corona vaccine. Okay, somehow we have discussed priorly that there are diseases like cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox, hepatitis. This kind of the disease or like it was eradicated by using this kind of vaccine. So first we are going to know more about the smallpox. Smallpox is a, kind of for smallpox, vaccine is discovered. Vaccine is discovered in the year 1798 by the scientist Edward Jenner. Edward Jenner. Okay, so by using this vaccine, what happens? Like, we come to more people come to know about this vaccination. Why? Because we are giving that awareness via. We are giving that awareness via, like in news, as a news, like a kind of a message all through the world, so that it made this vaccine made to eradicate the smallpox in several countries. So it's a great thing, right? So it is very necessary to take all those vaccines in order to prevent the dreadful diseases like, smallpox, hepatitis, even tuberculosis as well, the cholera, like DPT, etc. Okay, fine. So next what we are going to see is how we are going to get, okay, how we are going to get this vaccine. So see here, this vaccines might be, like we can get from the nearby hospital itself. Okay, nearby hospital itself, we can get this. Okay, so these vaccines are given in the form of like, at particular age, what vaccine should be taken. So there, like that, there is a long schedule itself. So I give a activity for you. Okay, I give a activity. So students, what you have to do is you have to list out the disease. Okay, you have to list out the disease. List out the disease that should be, like the vaccine is protecting that. By taking vaccine, by taking this vaccine, okay, a list of diseases preventing. So that you have to make a list. For this, you have to take help from your parents, or like, you can Google it and you can check it that, and you have to make sure that you have to know. Okay, yes. So next what we are going to see is, okay. So what is the purpose of using this vaccination? Purpose. As I told you, there are a lot of dreadful diseases. Okay, dreadful disease like DPT, diphtheria, plague, and like kind of this, and then tetanus like that. So as well when the like yeah, as well DPT, tetanus, as well you can take that cholera. Yes, cholera you can take, and even you can take with tuberculosis. So these are the dreadful disease which is already prevented if the particular individual taken with prospective vaccines. Prospective vaccines that took prospective at accurate age. Okay. So the purpose of vaccine is to eradicate the dreadful disease, dreadful diseases like DPT, cholera, tuberculosis, etc. As well, to whom it will be working out already prevented the particular individual. It will be already, this vaccine should be taken by that individual at the particular prospective vaccination at the particular needful age. Okay, which is needed in the needful age. So let's see the overview of this lesson. So we have seen about what is antibiotics, right? We have seen about the what is antibiotics. So at first we have seen what is microorganism, all those stuff. So then we have concluded that what is friend microorganism, then the harmful microorganism. So then in the topic we have seen about the medicinal use of microorganism. In that we have seen most probably what is antibiotics and who discovered that antibiotics and what is the first antibiotic. Okay, so followed up with that we have found about a scientist who is named as the, what is that, Alexander Fleming, who founded the antibiotic, and what is the first discovered antibiotic, which is the penicillium, like that. So it is followed with kind of vaccine. So that is a like a subtopic in that. So in that, what is vaccine we have seen, and what are all the vaccines which is used in our child and infants. Okay, why it is necessary to take at the time, and what it is doing, what is the role of the vaccine, that and all we have seen in this lesson. So I hope you all understand and enjoy this session. So now let's see like a few questions oriented with this chapter. So they might ask questions like, what is antibiotics? Who discovered that? Okay. What is the right way to take antibiotics? Okay. So thirdly, they might ask, what is vaccine? And list the disease and vaccine that taken in our childhood days. Okay. Who is Alexander Fleming? Okay. Then who is Edward Jenner. So these are, like some kind of question they might ask from this topic. As well, I have given a activity in this lesson, which is that you have to list the diseases and vaccine that we take in childhood. Yeah. Thank you for the session, students. Thank you.